Hello everyone, and welcome to this next video. In this video we'll be doing a similar thing to what we did in the previous one with OneDrive, but this time we're going to be uploading this file into SharePoint. So to do this, we're going to go and edit the flow that we've created in the previous videos, and just want to quickly see that is rename that. So I send email from OneDrive just to keep track and make sure we don't get confused. Right, so after this we're going to go and add a new action. This is going to be a SharePoint action, and we're going to create a file, not an item, so those are for lists. We're going to, has to be around here somewhere, create file, there we go. Right, the site address, so I'm going to go into my SharePoint site and copy just the site address, and that's quite important for this. We've actually seen a few problems if you copy the rest of it as well. So let's just put the site address, and now folder path, we're going to have to go and specify the document library. In this case it's just a standard document library, and let's just actually save it into the root. So share documents, file name, let's stick to test.png. We'll get clever with that at a later stage. And when we get to file content, we are going to reference that variable. So the one that we created earlier, and that is var attachment. So let's just copy that. And over here we're now going to say go and fetch the variable, and variable name is var attachment, and that's important to be in single quotes, and then if I'm not mistaken that's going to work fine. So let's go and rename this and say create file on SharePoint. Right, so as I say, proof is in the pudding. We've now saved it onto SharePoint, but we actually want to make sure we can retrieve it, and that's actually the important bit here, to make sure that it's in the right format. So let's go and say SharePoint, yes, and we're now looking to get the file, get file content. This is the one we're looking for. So get file content, same address, or the same site. So I'm just going to say enter custom value. Okay, so we no longer have the site in here. Just go and copy that again, and now in the site address, there we go. And now this file identifier, we're now going to take the response we get from create file SharePoint, and there it is, and we're now going to just take the ID. It's not the item ID, it's just the ID, even though the item ID says that that's what you use for properties and so on and so forth. That is for the list item and the properties around that. So for here we're just going to take the normal ID, and then once we've got that, we're going to send it in an email, just to make it easy to verify that everything is working the way that it's supposed to do. So send it to myself. If I can spell Kavuma correctly. Yes, and this time, what did we call it previously? Test attachment OD. So let's call this test attachment SP. Right, so going to advanced section of the send email, and the attachment, we're going to call it test PNG, and the attachment content, we're going to, actually before we do that, let's just rename this. So, and we're going to call it get file content for SharePoint, so just SP. And now we can immediately see which action it is that we're using the response for. So at this stage, let's save it. And sorry, I forgot to rename that. That should be test attachment SP. So let's save that. If we want to be meticulous, let's just change the email as well and say send email SharePoint. Alright, save that and then go over to our trusty Postman and hit send. Let's see what happens. Okay, if I go back to Chrome and back to Flow, let's see if that ran. I did save that. So it ran 8 seconds ago and it took 3 seconds. So it's successful, and it wrote the file to SharePoint. It then got the file from SharePoint and it then sent me an email with the file, hopefully. So now we can go and have a look at my mailbox to make sure that the content is fine. So here's my first mail that's using the variable, that's still fine. Second one that's using OneDrive, and now third one, here we go, using SharePoint, and that's also coming through properly. So SharePoint is playing nicely, Flow is playing nicely, and in the next video we will be looking at how to do a similar thing in SQL using binary objects or binary data types. So thanks for watching this video. Join us in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.